Hello, beautiful beings. Today I'm going to jump right into the video. It is me, your girl, as Goddess Joe. I'm going to go into 10 traits. Well, I'm going to go into 10 signs that you are a goddess or God incarnate. This is more along the goddess side, but it's that because that's what I touch up on. But this works for male energy as well. Just goddess energy is feminine energy. So one, you are energetically sensitive, not just normally like, oh, I could feel that this person has bad vibes. A lot of us can do that, but no, you have a sensor like energetic sensitivity to people who are in need, people who are lacking, people who are mainly low vibrational, and you feel the need to insert yourself, especially if the person is in line with your mission. You know, I said in previous videos, we don't know our mission in life. You know, we descend, we get here, and our job is to get back in line with our path and help out as many people as we can. So of course you don't really know who you are or what you came here to do, but you'll start to notice a pattern of people that you feel for, or people that you connect with, or people that you have triumph in helping, because these are the people that you're sent down to help as a goddess. Their mission aligns with your life path. So that is the number one trait. And it may take time to figure that out. Like, you might not figure that out until you're in your late 20s, early 30s, mid 30s, because you're starting to see the pattern within yourself. And you can't fight the urge because that's what you're here to do. Two, because you are energy sensitive, self-care is important to you. And now I'm looking over at my paper, at my notes, because I wrote it down and I tend to forget things. But yes, self-care is very important to you. You need to be alone, to have to take sacred showers. Baths are really important to you. Just time alone is really important to you. Cleaning, taking care of yourself, taking a nap. You are not only energetically sensitive, but you're sensitive to yourself. You know when it's time for everyone to go away. 9 times out of 10, you are the person that everyone knows who does that. So they'll say, Joe, for example, oh yeah, she likes to hibernate and we just give her space. Like she always does that. We don't even get offended, because people realize that's just who you are. I take mental health days off at work because I need to. That is where my sanity lies. If I do not take mental health days. If you're that type of person that people know you for, like, oh yeah, she's really into her beauty, or her care, or his maintenance. You're not the type of person that just pushes, until you can't take it anymore. You realize what you need, you step back, and you exclude yourself and take time for yourself. You're most likely the person known to get massages. You're the type of person that's known to get facials. You do this because you need to power your energy back up. This all is leading to your journey in your mission and what you came to do. You have to fulfill your prophecy as Sekhmet. You have to fulfill your prophecy as Aphrodite. So in order to do those things, you need self-care is really important. And gods and goddesses, they were taken care of. So descending isn't going to change that. You may not remember, but like, I'm a little high maintenance. 3, you feel a strong sense of purpose. You may not know what it is. You may not know how valuable your life really is, but other people around you definitely know. you don't know what you're supposed to do in this world, right? But you know, I am something big. Your life is bigger than just your friends and your family and going to work. Your impact, you will impact a mass of people. And you know that you may not know how, you may not know when. It will happen for you. So if you're feeling like you're aligning with these traits so far, just know that I'm rooting for you and that it will happen for you. But yes, you have a very strong sense of purpose. You manifest. This is trait 4. You manifest. I'm spitting. My bad. Trait 4 is that you manifest really fast. This could be a good thing or this could be a bad thing. If you manifest negative energy fast, or not even just negative energy, just negative things, like you're worrying about something and it actually happens, yeah, that's a very strong trait. Those are lessons. I take it as those are lessons. Like, you should know better, especially if you're older and you're going through your life journey and you're finding out that you can manifest good really fast, and then you start to worry, and then that fulfills itself. The negative aspects of the law of attraction begin to fulfill themselves really fast as well, because those are lessons for you to learn. Like, look, you are something to be reckoned with. You need to know how strong you are. If you put yourself in a weak category, or if you put yourself in a position to be weak, then let me show you what you're going to get. But once you realize who you are and you take your power back, you can also manifest that really fast as well. 5, you have a connection with spirituality and or history, because you are an old soul, old spirit, old entity, old goddess. You connect with, you have no choice but to connect with the spiritual world. You may start out not even believing in it, but because you have such that strong sense of connection, because that's who you are, because you are an incarnate, you have no choice but to connect with it. It's same with history. You are going to connect with history because you are a part of history. Now let's go to the 6th trait. You have a high sex drive, or you're extremely passionate. Yes, gods and goddesses have a very high vibrational sex drive. Some people do have low vibrational sex drives where sex comes from a place of lack. But gods and goddesses are passionate. They love love, they love touch, they love affection. So because you don't hone all of your, you don't have all of your powers, or you don't really know who you are, a lot of your cravings that need to be fulfilled will come out sexually. 7, this is the 7th trait. You have to work on your gifts. If you are a creator, you have to create. You manifest your work or career that way. So, like I said, you don't know who you are, but you know that you have to work in this certain kind of industry. If you are like a god of war, then you have to work in that industry where war is involved. If you are a goddess or god of the sea, you have to work in that aspect, or you feel most comfortable with water. If you do not work with your gifts, your goddess or god gifts, then you are depressed, you're sad. Some people are okay with just being, and that's fine. 9 times out of 10, they are not a god or goddess incarnate. But if you are, just know, if you're following all of these traits, go ahead and go be great. Work on that passion project. you need to do it for yourself. Tip 8, you have a connection with nature. You're a plant person. This one is, I can't even get the word out. This one is obvious. You either have a plant, a need to plant, a need to keep plants around you, a need to garden, a need to go hiking, a need to be in nature, a need to be outside, and you connect with them. Like, you feel rooted. You can walk outside with your shoes off it without feeling icky and sticky and gross. You can communicate on certain levels with different animals in nature, with different vegetables and fruits and herbs. You are pretty keen to what goes with what, and what helps you heal, and things of that nature. 9, you have a strong sense of smell. Now, this is a weird one. You're like, oh, whatever. But you do. Your senses in general are strong, but you have a strong sense of smell. Like, you're very sensitive. Well, I don't want to say strong sense of smell, excuse me. You are not a strong sense of smell, excuse me. You are sensitive to different smells. Just like you are sensitive spiritually, and you are sensitive to history, you are sensitive to smell, because smell and your nose related to smell, it's a trigger. So a smell is a trigger, and it brings back a memory. So because you are destined to figure out who you are, there are clues by the universe. So there's a smell that would just trigger maybe a memory that you don't even recall having. Because you are meant to figure out who you are. You are meant to help out, and you are meant to bring positivity and light into someone's life. Or you're meant to be a lesson. But either way, you will have that sensitivity. You're like, do you smell that? That reminds me of something. I just don't know what it is. Think about it. And last but not least, trait number 10. That says 5, but this is 10. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Trait number 10. Other people see the God and goddess in you. They can't quite put their finger on it. If it's your beauty, your story, the way you carry yourself, they just see something in you. And most likely they see it in you before you do. Some people can just tell that you are special. And even if you can't tell it, other people around you will. Some people will love you for it. Some people will drain you for it. Some people will hate you for it. But everyone can see it, and everyone knows, like, this person is special. Those are the 10 traits that I have gathered, the top 10 traits I've gathered in my studies. For signs that you are a god or a goddess. So, if you are a god or a goddess, or if you even want to carry yourself, just look in a god or goddess manner. Look over this and see if you find these signs in you, and let me know. If you would like me to touch on other things, or go more in depth. Peace and blessings.